Hello everybody, and welcome to another Monday night episode of City of Mist. We're back again this week after having a little bit of a hiatus, because fuck it, man, we were all tired. You don't dictate our schedule, we dictate our schedule. Shut up. As ever, I am your Master of Ceremonies. I am Jay, and I am joined by our wonderful investigators. I am joined by Chris, who's playing DS McLean.
Aye.
Vary, who is playing Effie.
Hello.
Kelly, who is playing Mal.
Hi.
And Fraser, who is playing Cal.
Hello.
You have their names, you have their rifts. Hello, Victor. Yeah, it's been a bit of a time for our wonderful investigators this last little while. They unfortunately suffered the loss of the great Clark Smith, who died, giving them their last chance and as much time as they needed to defeat Marco. Which, by fuck, they did! But,
with extreme prejudice.
Inhumed with extreme impoliteness.
It was required.
Yeah, the discovery of Sergeant McLean having been resurrected, the defeat of Marco. But why am I telling all of you this when I can have Vary please take it away?
Hey, Buck. How you doing? How did you get on with the Kahlua? I told you you'd like it. Wait. Pisso I gave you. Where did the Kahlua come from? That's not important. So we managed to take care of Marco. He's no longer an issue, but it did come with quite a steep cost. So Caligari is going to very fucking much pay Clark. We at least made his last... Well, he and Cal had a good time together, at least. We made sure that everyone was safe afterwards. Marco had hostages. Like, even McLean, which brings up so much ethical shit for me that I'm not even going to get in depth with. Do I feel guilty? Is he alive? Will his pension work? Are the police bureau... it doesn't matter anyway. Next up, we need to deal with the fallout of getting rid of Caligari's ammunition basement. He had one of those. Go figure. See how Morag and everybody else is. And it all appears like I was just away 5 minutes from you. No, Tiffany, no. So, let's pull a West Wing and see what's next.
Thank you, Vary. A lot of stuff has happened. When we left off directly, Effie and McLean were discussing the finer points of becoming a rift, and Cal and Mal were in the basement with Buck, Tiffany, and the man who has been following you, Peter Finch. So that's where we are now. I believe Effie and McLean were in the bar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Effie and McLean are in the bar. Mal and Cal are in the cellar. What do y'all want to do now?
Do I have a way to contact number... What's his face? The one that I'm friendly with.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah, let's say you do. He gave you a number.
I need to phone him.
You just dial 1 on your phone. Yeah, okay. He picks up after a couple of rings. Hello?
13. Do you know anything about a man named Peter Finch?
Yeah, he's a bit notorious. But
Not affiliated, I take it?
oh, very much a free agent. He was famed as a, well, not exactly a mercenary, but a person who got things done for other people whenever they needed to. But the last thing I heard, he was dead.
Well, he's not dead. He's currently tied up in the basement.
He's not tied up.
Help? He's not tied up?
Yeah,
I thought we had him tied up.
he slipped out of the ropes.
Almost immediately, yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Is
just
he gone
saying.
or is he still...
No, he's still there.
I thought you were in the
still there?
basement.
Okay. Oh, yes, I should have said I'll walk away upstairs to do this.
Oh yeah, I thought you were having this conversation in front of him. I
Who's
thought
that?
like he said,
Why
"My
not?
name's Peter
Walk away
Finch," and then you went beep boop boop boop. Hey, do you know who this guy is?
No, I
He's
walked
sitting
away.
there.
I walked away. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Right.
upstairs when I make this phone call. Yeah, he's in my basement.
Your basement?
It's the basement, the basement of where I am currently.
Right. There's a knock at the.
Pretty certain.
There's a knock at the front door of the pub.
Please tell me that's you.
Just look out the door.
I go to the door.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah, okay. I hang up the phone and continue my sentence. Yeah, he killed me the first time.
What do you mean kill
Sorry,
you
you
the
weren't
first
my first.
Right. So you actually died to awaken. I mean, guess I can't think of how else you
Yeah.
would.
Yeah. And I slightly may have kidnapped a hitman.
I mean,
I feel this does not bode well for me.
from what I know, he was like, you know, people never really. He was never really touted as a hitman, but you know, he was a guy who would find things out. He was always, you know, he was a fixer. He wouldn't.
Mercenary. He murders people.
Well, he murdered you, but then again, so did I.
Well, he murdered me, and so I can cruise. Well, yes, but water under the bridge.
It kind of seems to just be how you meet people.
I really wish it wasn't.
The worst
Um,
kind of Tinder. Murder.
Sorry,
Murder.
that's how they found her. She's under all the tinder. About to get set on fire.
Look, at least you apologise. This guy's being a real dick about it. I don't know what to do now.
Well, do you know what he wants? Do you know who's paying him?
No. Well, yeah, yes and no. Someone's gonna have to remind me what it was he wanted with Doug.
I mean, he was trying to kidnap Doug to get him as far away from the fucking city as possible.
I
So
thought you
that-
just wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I know what he wants. I don't know who's paying him or if this is his own idea, but there is a friend of ours whose power is quite dangerous, but he's just a kid and he doesn't want to hurt anybody, and he wants to kidnap him. I should
Can I
probably
yell?
be glad he doesn't.
Can I yell from the basement? Mal, who's at the door? Who is that? What's good? Can you get back down here? These guys looking at me weird. I don't like it.
You've got Tiffany. Give me a minute.
Yeah, as if she isn't also looking at me weird.
I'm not shouting shit down the stairs. Fuck off.
Come here.
Oh.
Should we just go inside?
Yeah, come on.
Steps inside.
We go downstairs to the basement.
Cool. He's like, he like stops on the bottom step and is like, okay,
This guy.
wow. That's a
What?
motley crew. Because here's the thing. Buck is still down here.
No, Buck's in a bed upstairs.
No, Buck's been down here with the quick drying
Really?
cement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No,
we did that in a-
We said when time stops, we carried them both upstairs, did we not?
No.
we had them downstairs in the quick drying cement to recover.
Yeah, because they're golems.
That's why Tiffany was down there to like. keep
Yeah,
an
to
eye on
guard them.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's also Tiffany against the back. There was also Tiffany kind of fucking Batman on her haunches like that. Just still holding the machete, just...
You know, I think she's my favorite character.
Tiffany?
Yeah.
Well, she was kind of like the first thing I came up with when designing this campaign, so...
Girl gremlin child. Murder sister. Friend, but also who is also evil.
No, Tiffany is very firmly on the true neutral.
Oh yeah, no, she's not evil. Okay, let me rephrase that.
Lawful
Friend who
evil.
will definitely stab you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Stabsolutely.
I point at one. I don't know if that's his name, but I'm like, who's this guy? Why are you bringing new people?
Number one, Cal, number one.
Oh, this is the freak from the freak club, full of freak people.
You're one to talk.
I immediately turn to number one and I go, no. His words, not mine. Cal, be nice.
Dude,
No, sorry, not freak club. That was
What the
mean,
fuck?
Freak cult.
like what the
Yeah.
what the fuck, man? You want to I walk in here
No
and
need.
that's your
I
problem.
don't go
When
around
that
dressed like a
is
bunny.
standing in here, and he points straight at Tiffany.
Here,
Okay,
can I just?
you know what? We're going back upstairs.
Okay.
Can I just ask? Are you
Don't
trying
bring
to say?
people into the bar just randomly. This guy tried to kill you, didn't he?
I did kill her.
Okay.
Worse.
Not having this conversation.
Worse.
Not
Okay.
having this conversation.
It's a very
in front of Finch.
Delicate
Cal, you are-
situation.
Yes, and you
Can
are.
someone
very stressed.
explain this very delicate situation to me?
Chris, you're
You're
upstairs.
upstairs. I point up the
Oh,
stairs.
I'm upstairs. Sorry. I
Peter's
forgot
just
I was
like-
upstairs.
Hi,
Okay.
by the way.
I'll see myself back upstairs.
Cal turns to the crowd
Okay.
and goes, "Chris, stop breaking the fourth wall."
Okay.
We are not giving Cal media
Is
awareness.
it- Okay.
Okay, I apologize.
Cal,
Tensions are high, and
You
you're new.
literally, we were having a conversation outside upstairs. You literally shouted us down here, so don't tell me off for bringing folk into the bar.
That's
Please
fair. I shouted
be
you down here.
nice. We need as many allies as we can get right now, and that is not helping. And I turn to number one and I go, don't insult Tiffany. She's literally has a machete. What is
She
wrong
will
with you?
immediately kill you.
Yeah, I'm really fucking scared.
Okay,
Well, okay, at least he's smart.
Cal?
I like that.
Cal,
What's this
I'm
guy's
not
deal?
leaving. Do you have this situation handled so that I can continue my conversation?
I don't know.
I mean,
My
you seem
power
to be doing
is like-
very well, darling.
My powers like make things like wibbly,
Jesus
you know.
Christ.
Why don't we all go upstairs and have a drink?
No.
Yeah, you want a drink, man? I could use a drink.
Okay.
It's been a long day.
Nobody move. Nobody move. And Mal goes back upstairs, grabs two of the closest bottles, turns
Cal
to the other
just
two and
stays
goes,
frozen still.
do not ask, and comes back downstairs.
Cal
Wonderfully
without.
tight. Wonderfully tight ship you're running here. I am so very impressed. I can see why, you guys were the ones who had the custody of the
fuck
child
off. I
of
already
mass
have a headache. You're
destruction.
making it worse.
Oh my.
I'm not trying to make it better. That's...
You're.
You tied me up in a fit of time stoppage.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I know.
okay.
And I'm heavily, trust me, heavily regretting that right now. I sorely wish you were not here.
Makes two of us.
Cal pulls out some ibuprofen and just like pops two.
Yeah, can I
Grabs a
have some of
bottle
that?
off Mal and drinks it. And like, okay,
Take my hands. Let's take
Again.
ibuprofen together.
here's some ibuprofen.
Again, you guys have done remarkably well, but if you idiots hadn't stopped me, then Caligieri's biggest asset would currently be out of the city, and he probably wouldn't be so pissed off.
Don't be pissed off.
Because you dropped you dropped a restaurant on his child.
Yeah, look,
Children.
I'm just.
Okay. Here's the situation, okay? Peter, I sincerely apologize for kidnapping you.
Not the first
Okay?
time.
It was. But, in my defense, you have murdered me, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that this makes us at least slightly even.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay. We all want the same thing. Caligieri out of the picture.
Dead and buried.
Preferably very, very far down. The closer to hell we get him, the better. So... allies? And she, like, sticks a hand out at him. Now,
I suppose.
okay.
If you tell me where the
You
kid is.
can't hurt the kid, though.
I think that's a record for the fastest negotiations have broken down immediately after our deal has been struck.
He didn't take
Hashtag
her
Green
hand.
Party.
He hasn't taken her hand yet. It's like, if you tell me where the kid is.
The kid is safe. And when I say safe, I mean somewhere Caligieri cannot find him. Now, the more people know where he is, the less safe that becomes. So you can see why I'm not going to tell you that.
If he's in the city, he's not safe.
In the city.
Caligieri can probably go wherever you want to take him.
That's
Like,
very
it doesn't
true.
really matter.
But his influence outside this place is very, very limited. It's one of those things. It's one of those interesting little things that comes with the territory, as it were. He is so laser focused on controlling this city that he ceases to really give a fuck about anything that happens outside.
But
You'll
like,
excuse
still
me,
like
I won't-
control time and stuff.
If you'll excuse me, I need to have a conversation with my friends, including the ones upstairs. Cal, just real quick, sidebar. Tiffany, you'll watch him, right?
He goes, yeah, okay. He pulls out like one of those like folding screens
No,
out, and he puts them up.
No,
in
we're
between
going-
the two of them. Yeah.
I meant we should go upstairs and talk to Effie and McLean
That makes
as
more
well.
sense. I just sort of knock it over.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Tiffany will watch him, it'll be fine. Number one, come with us.
Okay.
Go
Tiffany.
upstairs.
Stay. Watch.
She already knows her head. You don't need to talk to her like a dog.
I don't know. He said something earlier and it made her do shit. It was weird.
Sorry, what?
Oh, like, you were there?
He said
like-
he would comply.
Yeah, he said he would comply and she got
Oh yeah.
off him.
Yeah,
But like,
fair,
if
fair.
running counts as not complying in this situation, so I don't think he's gonna leave.
Okay. We
go
go
back
upstairs.
upstairs.
Are Effie and
McLean.
McLean in the main bar?
Yes. Effie's just kind of like scratching her head as McLean asks more questions.
Okay.
I walk up to the bar.
This was the get me up to speed chat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
I remember what we did last week now.
I offer Effie the packet of ibuprofen.
No, I've got my medicine here. She takes a sip of whatever alcohol came to hand.
Okay, but both.
Rum.
Blech. Shit.
Okay, quick team huddle. So this guy downstairs, Peter, is pretty powerful, right? And like, she turns to number one for confirmation since he actually, knows this guy's reputation.
I mean, from what I've heard, he's very good at what he does. But I don't know if that's to do with power or with skills.
Would I know anything about Peter?
You would definitely have heard rumors of Peter Finch. You would have also heard that that he is a very difficult man to get a hold of. His services also do not come cheap.
What's his thing in this?
He wants Caligari dead.
You would also remember, as the reminder, that he is one of the 4 people, along with Red, King, and Astrid, who killed Caligari the first time.
Yeah. So he wants Caligari dead, and he is one of the people who has gotten the closest to it before. We have the king on our side already.
Yeah.
If we can get Peter Finch as an ally as well, I think that seriously increases our chances. He wants one piece of information from us, though. And I don't love it. He wants to know where Doug is. Now, I've tried to tell him that Doug is safe and where Caligari can't get him, but he's insisting that if Doug is in the city, he's not safe.
Also, because
But he's not in the city.
Mal doesn't know exactly where Doug is. Effie's the only one who actually knows the full situation.
No, exactly. I've not told him that I don't know. I have made the point, though, that the more people know, the less safe it becomes for him. But if telling him where Doug is, if he agrees with us that it's safe, giving him that piece of information is...
Can't exactly trust the guy who
ally.
went out his way to kill you, turned like the shooter guy mental, as far as I'm aware. We know nothing about this guy. Why would we give him information? He could be a double agent, for all we know.
I think Doug turns the shooter guy mental. But also, I think
he's
he basically just does whatever the highest bidder says. Why don't we just give him a bunch of money?
Because
Do you have a bunch of money?
I don't deal in money. I deal in favors.
I deal in money.
Cal,
Literally, my whole thing is money.
Cal, the issue isn't that's not the issue. The issue is someone is already paying him, or from his own. He wants to do it for his own reasons. He already wants to kill the Dawn. It's the how of it. He thinks that the best way to do that is to make sure that Doug is not someone that he can use.
Us.
What did you just call me?
Would you rather I called you Moo?
I do not appreciate this. I am dead, Effie, and I am still processing that.
Is his name
Oh, I'm
Gus?
sorry. We should have reverence for the reverend. Right,
What?
cool.
Is his name Gus?
Angus.
Oh.
My name is
yeah.
not fucking Gus. You can call me DS McLean. You can call me McLean. And maybe, once I get to know you better, we can go by Christian names. But until that point, I will not have any lip from you.
Me or her?
any of you!
Okay, sorry, my bad.
You know, Gus, we understand if this is like too much for you to handle at this present time. If you want to
Effie,
sit this
so
one out,
Fucking help me, God, Effie. Right,
McLean.
what?
McLean,
Yes.
you have actually handled delicate situations like the one we're in right now when it comes to sensitive information and people being in danger. I really appreciate your help here.
I mostly work forensics. Let me make that very clear. I've never done witness protection. I've never done magic crime. You know.
No.
So, I'm a little bit out of my depth. But I will say, if we don't trust this guy, then we shouldn't be telling him anything. Or we give him
So
incorrect information.
my concern is if that we don't tell him shit, he will see us as the obstacle to his goal, and we will have one more enemy, when we could have an ally that we don't entirely trust. Keep your enemies closer, kind
Also,
of that thing.
if you want to give him false information, probably don't talk about it loudly next to a not soundproofed basement.
Not what I was suggesting, but thank you for the...
alright, give me
McLean
just
just
saying in
glares
general.
at Cal.
I'm gonna see if I
naturally
can
very
see
loud
if this guy
person.
is genuinely on our side, okay?
Okay.
Man.
But yeah, Effie, you know where Doug is. I can't judge if this guy will think that it's safe, basically.
Hey,
So,
hey,
I need
one,
everyone's input.
Uno.
Please don't call me Uno.
Uno.
This guy, I mean, people can have like more than one power. I don't know what his deal is. He can't like read minds or anything, can he? He probably wouldn't be asking us questions, but maybe just to throw us
I don't
off.
fucking know.
Okay.
I've never
Well,
met the guy.
You seem to have more information than the rest of us.
Look, I know what the kind of the word on the street is. That's it.
Look, guys, let me see if I can find out what his story is, right?
Okay, Effie, you do your thing.
It's a new thing, but okay.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
But, like, if he tries anything, I'm gonna knock him in the head with a hammer. I think that's only fair.
If he's gonna like try and have a look at his string.
Okay. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. Roll to investigate.
Okay. 2d6 to me, please.
We've got a couple of options there.
No.
You're trying to look directly at sort of his connections, right?
I want to know if this guy would be trustworthy, is what I'm trying to gauge from his story.
Okay, that's going to be quite hard to get.
My argument, less is he
But-
trustworthy and does he keep his word on things, I guess. Like, we know we don't trust him. But if we make an agreement with him, will he stick to it?
Okay.
So,
Let's go with that.
okay. You got any tags you want to add to this? Because I think you're gonna get.
I think the only one is I'm pulling at your string.
Yeah, I think and I'm pulling your strings applies automatically here, because that's the ability you're using.
Can I use a help point from Effie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. That is my last help point for Effie though, so...
Okay,
Just so you
so that gives Vari a +2 to this roll. Show us what you got.
So that's a 5. And that's a 3.
So that's an 8 + 2, 10. Full success.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. You get clues equal to power, so you get to ask me 2 questions.
To discuss what the questions are before she decides on one. Or does Vara need to choose them herself?
No, you guys can discuss if you want. Vara can accept any input that she wants.
Okay.
I'll take some
what
input.
do you think about does he keep his word? I think would be the would be one. Like historically, does he keep his word?
I think maybe one would be is if we let him know where Doug is, will Doug remain safe?
Does he mean Doug any harm? Maybe. Because you can't we can't predict the future with this. We don't know if Doug will remain safe. We can only find out about this guy's motivations. I'm assuming you can look at his past. You can't look at his future, right?
Only his past.
Yeah, there's no.
Only his story.
There's no telling of the future here.
So I think does he mean Doug any harm? Potentially. And does he keep his word would be 2 good questions.
Okay. Guys, have you got any input or?
You could also ask him if he's what his motivations are for killing the Dawn, for wanting to kill the Dawn again, but I feel like that's less
I mean, I think
relevant
that's pretty always like a bastard, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Pretty much.
one question.
Well, I mean, you can't
Do-
have covered it, yeah.
If we were to release information on Doug, would he assist in keeping Doug as safe as possible where he is?
You reach out, eyes closed, cross the threads, bing, 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 and you realize that normally you realize a couple of things. One, normally to find somebody's story, you have to go a few steps. You gotta go, okay, I have this connection. It's sort of a 6 degrees thing, you know? It's like, I have this connection to this guy who can go there, and you can find somebody. You find Peter Finch in 1 move.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't like that either. I thought it'd be at least 2 to Mal and then to him.
No, there's a direct line from Finch to Effie.
Uh-oh!
But you reach into the story, and it's hard to get the specific details with this, because the last time you tried to get very specific details about somebody like this, it was a stop holding back move. So I'm going to be a bit vague with this.
That's fair.
You can tell that you get the vague impression that this is a guy who uses, he is a trickster by nature. You get the feeling that when you kind of got the knowledge, when you know that he is very highly trained and very expensive, his specialty is not in assassination, it's counterintelligence. This is a guy who is secretive, sneaky, and will take the least bloody option possible. He is not alien to the concept of killing someone, but it is absolutely a final resort.
Effie's kind of looking at the string that's attaching her to him. It's just like,
Yeah. So in the short order is he's probably got a different plan because killing is always the last move for this guy.
Or you ask your second question. I'd like to suggest something.
Go on.
Because I feel like that tells us everything we need to know about the guy. You could, before you ask your second question, you could always, I know you're not allowed really to look at your own story because you don't remember things, but you can look at his story and see where it links with yours. I don't know if Jay will let you do that though. Just while you're already looking at him.
Effie tries to glean, like, just that connection if she can.
The entire web fuzzes and goes blurry.
Hoop. It was worth a shot.
You do get... I'm gonna be nice. If you are willing to use this on your as your second question, I will be nice to you.
Effie's a selfish person, do it.
For the most part, the web fuzzes and becomes blurry and indistinct. What you do get is a memory of your own. Of a man outside a restaurant running away. You running after him and going headfirst into a sting operation as run by Sergeant Angus McLean.
I'm gonna get a hold of Alex, I swear to fuck.
Interesting.
That's what the connection brings up in you. Everything else is just blurs and indistinct stuff.
Yeah, sorry for cutting in with that. I feel like not like Effie's background is still such a mystery that I got curious.
Effie comes back to the table and slams her hands on the table, going, "That fuck!" She kicks her seat back and marches downstairs.
Oh shit! Mal like jumps up and follows her down.
Fucking
And
okay.
he's like, "What? What? What happened? What did you see?"
Shibibibda. I need a word with him. Alone.
Okay, shut up.
McLean's just there, just looking around, totally bewildered, like, what the fuck?
Also, if someone can explain to McLean what just happened, I'm sure there's a gust going through his head right now. And then she shuts the door.
Effie, you head downstairs. Is anyone going with her?
Well, I was following her, but I think she slammed the door in my face.
She said, "Don't."
Yeah, she said she wanted to talk to him alone, but as somebody who's just trying to figure out whether or not we should be allied, I'm a little concerned about that.
I mean, Tiffany's down there.
No, for sure, but like, I want to know things.
Yeah, it's like the issue here is not safety, it's that Mal's a nosy bugger.
Mal's
Could I-
up against
Yeah.
the door.
Well, no, also, Mal just sat there and watched Effie do her little magical thing, waiting for answers to this question she posed, and then Effie went, "That motherfucker!" and stormed downstairs. So
Can I
that would catch
open the
anyone's
door
attention.
a crack, pull out 2 cans and a string, and throw one of the cans down the door and close it? And then just go, "Come here." Listen.
Roll to sneak around, Fraser.
Roll to
I just
fuck
real-
around and
I did
find
just I
out.
did just realize one bad thing about this problem is that I just threw a can
Can down the stairs.
clang.
Tell you what, if you roll well, I'll give you like a big comedy hearing trumpet.
Okay. Nice.
That's
Sneak
fair.
around. Oh jeez.
What do you have to sneak around?
I don't. Toontown. You know when they do the big over-exaggerated steps. I do that towards the door.
I don't know if Toontown counts, but Bag of Tricks does count.
Okay, I probably only have +1.
I've got a health point.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
help me on this?
It's happening, yeah.
Fair enough. must open my dice
There, I burned
box
it.
and collect my dice.
I'm also gonna bend all my help clerksmith points because F.
He's gone.
I'm keeping them as a memento. You guys are heartless.
I'm gonna keep my single hurt point that I have for him as a memento. because I think that's funnier.
So I have a +2, Johnny.
It's the only hurt point I
Unless-
have.
If Mal is willing to burn her help point, no one else has help points for you, Kel, because
No, they don't have help points for me,
You're a
but
bastard.
you can do things, and I'm just giving you an
no,
opportunity.
there's no situational bonus for this.
Okay.
And I'm not invoking any weaknesses.
Cool.
Wait, I've still got a help point for Cal. I'm not going to use it though.
Yeah, I have figured you would
Drop my dice on the floor.
Also, I actually don't think I would allow you to use it even if you did.
Yeah, no. I want to have a private
could-
word.
Opening the door again.
What'd you roll?
A 2 and a 1. +2 is a 5.
Fuck.
Fuck your help point, Gailey.
Yeah,
That's fucking
Worst
terrible, Fraser.
roll in the entire
What's
game,
wrong
I
with you?
think.
yeah,
I don't think I've rolled worse.
you go charging after Effie. It's like, oh, I want to listen, and you kind of start putting your ear up, but you keep moving, and you just crash through the door behind her, sprawling
Can
onto the landing.
falling out of my pocket. A trumpet going off in the background. It's like the loudest, most cartoonish, like pots and pans, me falling down the stairs.
Yeah,
Wind chimes start pocket.
yep. Little birds.
I
Effie,
thought you were gonna
I land on
Honestly-
my face and slide with a.
3 little
And
birds
then
start
fall down.
flying around your head. One of them shits on your shoulder.
And
Effie looks down at
Oh.
Cal. You have never seen her look more pissed off. It's a very calm-looking demeanor, but you can see behind the eyes, she will kill you
Why
with
do you
the
look like
string
a
from the
bird?
can.
A very large hand lands on Effie's shoulder and says, I think maybe it's time. I think maybe Mr. Cal's had a bit too much, you know? And Buck reaches down and picks Cal up.
duck.
Like he has fully lifted you bodily by the back of your neck and it just walks up the stairs.
You're a strong man. Good concussion.
Aye,
Effie watches Buck.
you've got wee bumps.
Birds.
I'm not gonna lie, I really did think that for the bad roll you were gonna have him. Sure, he said he tossed one can down through the door and then use the other one. I thought he was gonna toss the can and then with the string connected, the other can would just go with it.
No, I
I
wanted to make
thought
it
you
more
were
of a
gonna say
catastrophe.
I pull out a trash can and it goes bundling down the stairs.
Just end up going down the stairs in a
I did-
barrel.
Yeah.
I didn't even picture Cal, I just pictured you, Fraser, chucking one can bodily down the stairs and then watching as the other one flies.
They just
with it.
flies out of my hand. I'm like, oh.
So yeah, Buck kind of just gives Effie just a wee nod of, aye, I'll keep them out.
Boom.
Right.
Effie
what's the-
sits in the steps and looks at Peter.
plonks Cal down. You go in and just roll. Can you just roll me 2d6, please, Barry?
Product placement.
Stop placing products.
That
Kelly.
is 5 and a 2.
That's a 7. It's a big success. Okay. Yeah, you go in and you see like Finch is looking at you, and as soon as you walk in, his face changes from one person to another. It's not a person you recognize, but hi.
Okay. I believe we've met.
Am I done? I meet a lot of people.
Now, here. I know a guy who met me outside the restaurant way back when and got me fucked into a sting operation.
Your point.
Why were you there?
Well, You know how it is. Sometimes you've got to go out and do the legwork to gather the information.
Which was
Someone was blackmailing the owner of the restaurant.
that restaurant was owned by Caligari.
Through a subsidiary, yes.
So you're aware of someone blackmailing Caligari?
No, I'm aware of someone blackmailing the owner of the restaurant. They were hiring me to find the. Sorry. I was unclear. They hired me to find the blackmail material.
Now, see, why should I trust you? It's very clear that we work in the same circles. It's very clear that given the right information, right price, the right target that meets your needs, we deal in information, don't we?
Yes.
So, let's introduce ourselves formally. She puts her hand out.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Peter.
I would tell you my name, but I go by Effie.
Yeah, I know.
I would like to know what you know about me.
Let's see. I know you're clever. I know you're quick. I know you like working in favors rather than any kind of monetary value, which is admirable at times. I know that overtly you work for Gladys the Dragon, but mostly you work for yourself. I know you met an old woman several years ago who taught you the ins and outs of grifting and how to work people. I know a few stories about you from across the years. I know that and I know that Caligari considers you a threat. He considered you a threat even before you got deeper into the mist.
He's only got himself to blame for that one.
Yeah. Of course he does. And what do you know about me?
You lifted your name from Harry Potter so you can be traced. You don't stick to the one place at the one time. You don't deal in blood, which I do admire. But that's not to say you won't get your hands dirty. Or someone else's hands if that's the case. You were instrumental to the first attempt. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, that's all
Working
pretty much
with-
correct. Except the Harry Potter thing.
The eyebrow raise at that.
This actually, weirdly enough, despite someone in our profession, Peter Finch actually is my real name.
Admirable. Okay. Fortunately for you, because you were able to be amenable to whatever situation you're in, no one puts a name to the face.
No.
What is your motivation here?
The first time I dealt with Caligari, I was originally brought on as the others were motivated by more altruistic notions. I got brought in because they needed somebody with my particular expertise. Then, in the course of things, I realized how much of a problem he was, and it became more of a crusade. This time, in the wake of his defeat, some of Caligari's men took something from me. Something very important. And I'm never going to get it back, but I'm going to make the bastard bleed.
Okay. Let's work together then. We may be able to get back what you want.
I doubt that.
Hashtag know the feeling.
I bet you do.
Yes! Watching everybody cringe.
Did
is
you
so
just
funny.
say hashtag in the middle of that fucking negotiation?
Yeah.
Jesus
Cal-
Christ, man.
Cal jumps off a cliff and dies. I'm leaving. Rocks fall. Everyone dies.
The end.
Any more and I'll chuck you at a gazebo.
The dread gazebo
The dread
awakens.
Oh god.
Sound of a gazebo in the distance. Look. No matter which way you slice it, Don Caligari is a massive fucking problem for everyone in this city. There's maybe a few who thinks he'll be good for business, but with a complete takeover, it'll only be his business.
Yeah, we're not here for an oligarchy.
Won't be an oligarchy. It'll be a monarchy.
So, work together?
I guess we have to.
If you like, we can call it an unholy alliance.
Yeah. Sure, why not? Now, Effie,
You just hear like a knock from the door to the basement, and you hear Mal shout, "Effie, are you good?"
Yeah, fine. Just leave me be the now.
Effie. I'm going to point this out more to you as a player than to you as a character, because Effie was not there for the preceding conversation. His face hasn't changed once.
But I saw it change when I came down the stairs.
Yeah, and it hasn't changed at all since then.
He was changing it a fair amount before when we were talking to him. He's also been way nicer to you than he has been to literally anyone else. I think he knows more about you than he's letting on. But that's just a theory. a game
A
theory.
game
No.
theory.
No.
Thank you.
No.
Nope.
No.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Damn it, Chris.
It took all of my restraint not to say a cunt theory.
It's
Yes,
a theory in this game, therefore game theory.
He
Check.
said there's a
theory.
story about a cunt. Oh god.
Chris, you understand me.
We're risen with the tism.
Mm-hmm.
AD
Our
with the
autism
D.
waves are bouncing off
Look.
each other.
We all know who
Absolutely.
MatPat is.
Goddamn AD drum.
My ADHD, your autism.
Together, we are the least functional members of the planet.
Together we are deeply annoying to everyone else here.
Together you are in need of social services.
I mean, I have cake. I don't know what you guys' problems are.
You've got cake.
Yeah, I have cake. You
Share
should
the
know.
cake.
You bought it for me.
You're not
Oh,
sharing cake
yeah.
with your wife.
It's
What the
coconut.
fuck, man?
My wife bought me
Was
the cake because my wife is great.
Oh. Did you say coconut?
Yeah.
Ew.
I know, right? It likes bounties.
My brother
It's
is
so
a
I was gonna
psychopath.
say you're
So
eating the cake
good.
version of a bounty. What's wrong with you?
No, this one's not got chocolate in it. This is a
That's
coconut
worse!
tart.
You get how
Oh,
that's
cool.
worse, right?
So it's worse. You removed the
It's
good
bad.
part of the bounty.
There's-
It's
no good parts to
great!
it.
It is
You made it just
wonderful!
bad.
And I will not have any of you shaming me for enjoying my life!
I'm not shaming you
Lion-
for
I'm
enjoying
your
it.
brother,
I
it's
think
my
you're
job!
great.
No, look, I think it's gross and weird, and you're weird, but you're the best kind of person to have box celebrations with.
True.
Thank you,
Where is
Fraser.
that?
Thank you.
Alliance ended with Chris.
Yeah, you just come upstairs and shoot McLean in the head.
McLean looks at you and is like, I'm dead, cunt.
Oh my god, the two of us could have such a fun time just shooting each other over and over again.
You guys just
Yeah.
stabbing each other in the corner, like,
Bonding.
look!
They become action heroes.
Difference between Mal and McLean, McLean won't get better again.
No.
Oh my
just have a
god,
hole
he's
in
got
it
the
where
death
I'll-
becomes her
Oh
rules.
yeah, he doesn't have like a healing factor. He just loses bits.
No, like,
Yeah.
he is just dead. He's not immortal.
Does that?
Yeah, so
does,
he would have a bullet, he would have a hole through the skull, whereas I but like be able to keep walking around, whereas I would
does that mean he
collapse
has a
for an
big
hour and get out again.
fist-sized hole in his
No,
chest?
that's gone. But
Interesting.
yeah,
Interesting.
Okay,
he still
we
needs
can,
his
talk
brain.
we can talk zombie rules later.
I was gonna say he still needs
time to perform experiments.
he still needs his brain to function. So if you put a hole through his head, man's gonna have some issues.
Is his blood pumping
Well,
through
okay,
his body?
so
Does he
so
bleed?
he's not brain dead.
I mean, he still needs a brain.
It's magic. I wouldn't talk.
Why?
About that. I wouldn't. I
Do you
would.
really want me to get it? Do you really want me to stand
Kelly.
here and break down and make up revenant mechanics on the spot?
Kelly, when
Yeah.
it comes
Hey,
Don't
to-
answer,
Don't
don't
make-
ask
when
that
it comes
question,
to
Don't
Jack.
make a
the
statement
zombie
like that.
mechanics,
You can't back it up.
All
when
right
it
then,
comes to the zombie
motherfuckers.
mechanics, if Johnny
Fuck
says
your
this
next
is how
2
it
hours.
works,
I guess
there's
I'm
not
gonna
a
give
why.
you a dissertation on how revenants work.
Great, I'm so excited for this. I can't
Okay?
wait.
So,
No, okay. We don't need to do this for the stream, but I do want that essay on my desk by the end of the day tomorrow.
you're not a teacher yet. You're not my teacher.
That'll be a failing grade then.
You can't fail people who aren't in your class.
You're not going to get
illegal.
a very good grade in City of Mist, something that is both normal to want and possible to achieve.
guys, can you do this off air? Like, get a room or something and go do this? Like, we're sitting here and we won't play the game.
Being violently bullied by...
You're getting lovingly bullied.
I mean, I'm eating cake and laughing at the whole thing. I don't know what
See,
you're doing, Fraser.
I would be as content as you were if I had cake.
Well, then you should go and get
I don't
cake.
have cake. Well, I can't go to the shops. We're doing a live stream.
That seems like a you problem.
That does seem like
Well,
a
I mean,
you
really, it's a
problem, to be
Johnny
fair.
problem. I
Yeah.
don't want Johnny to be mad at me. That's the me problem.
He's already mad at me. Maybe it's be mad at us.
Chris forgetting he's half of the stream name. It is a you problem.
It's the brother's honey, not the sibling sin.
If everybody disappears, I think Jay and I'll just talk shit about all of you behind your back until, next week.
Behind our back. let me go on twitch.tv/thebrothersHoney.
Then I'll be in front of your back.
Okay.
This has devolved.
Anyway,
I love how you
shoot
guys have
McLean
been
in the
like
head.
having a whole thing, and Jay and I've been playing on our phones the game still.
I was going to say, so
I'm gonna...
how is Animal Crossing? Anyone enjoying it?
Does anyone have any questions about the game we're currently fucking playing, or
game?
My island!
What are we doing?
Okay.
Where am
So-
I?
I forgot.
So, Mal, McLean, and Cal are still upstairs in the bar. Effie is down in the cellar.
Yep.
I'm
Buck has
neglecting my
taken
villagers.
Cal back upstairs.
Yes, Buck is now guarding the door. He's doing his big bouncer thing, despite the fact he can still see cracks.
Where's the other one?
Little birdie flew
Mark's
away.
still unconscious.
She just looks up at Buck and is like, "Nice to have you back."
Cal
Where's
is
the
like,
rest?
fucked. I rolled so badly that I'm just gonna play Cal as like fucked up for a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna get a cold washcloth on his forehead and whack the birds away.
Wet, bad, my friends.
The birds fly away.
Cal looks really sad.
Anyway. So, Effie, do you have anything else you want to say to Peter?
Now, I've got a question.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? It's not important. Come on up the stairs.
He glances over to Tiffany a bit. Am I okay to... Is this okay? Am I allowed to...
As long as you don't do anything to upset Morag's hospitality.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Need to keep at least one good thing in this city, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. And Effie's thought of that one that I've sent you.
See, Jamie, I'm sitting here being like, do I give you a guy for that? Or it's like, that's just you. You can do that yourself.
Okay, I'm watching them carefully.
Fair. Very fair.
Is Cal still in the floor?
Yes.
I was picturing myself sitting at the stool and just sort of like at a bar.
I would like to shoot McLean.
No!
No!
Kelly, we finally
He's
got
made
back
an
on the
end.
rails. I know Chris has annoyed you in the background, but can we please stay on the rails? Like,
Fine. I just want everyone to be aware that Chris has made an enemy of me.
It's like, I will kill your character again.
I just wanted to make everything
She'll
clear
get
that
back up.
having sped run friends to enemies with Kelly right there in less than 10 minutes. Now we need to see if I can build the trust back up to shatter it again.
I don't know if the trust can ever come back, Chris.
Entirely
Anyway.
fair. Don't blame you.
Anyway.
So, yous are all now in the main bar.
Effie pushes Cal off his stool just because she was annoyed at him. And then
he like gets up and is like, "Whoa, I think you made me better."
I enjoy
Thanks,
playing
Effie.
in this space with you guys.
let's all sit down and think what our next plan is. Yeah?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Effie, what the fuck? What happened? What was that? You just got up and bolted.
Don't worry about it.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Peter here is
Okay.
fine. He's
Why
going
are
to
we
help
not
us.
taking him downstairs?
Because he's going to help us.
So where did we land on the private conversation that we were having earlier?
He's going to help us.
Cal just sort of like looks puzzled for a second, then looks over at Mal and goes, "Is Effie the leader?" She just sometimes when she does shit, we just kind of like sit there and take
Well,
it.
it was Clark.
It kind of was Clark, but Effie
Definitely not
still
you or
kind of
me,
did her
so
own.
yeah,
It's
Effie.
not us, is it? Yeah, okay, that's
It's not
I'm
us,
just gonna
it's Effie.
accept
Effie's,
that
yeah.
actually.
It's not you and it's not me, and McLean just got here, so it's
She's-
really Effie.
Like definitely the smartest one. No offense.
So I'm
None taken.
no
Agreed.
the only one who just does what you tell them and bad things happen.
Well, bad things happened, and then she did what. Then we did what she told us.
I
And then
mean,
more
mate,
bad
I think
stuff
that's a
happened.
bit unfair.
Show
What?
me the hole in your chest, cunt.
Oh, I hear.
Who are you anyway?
Buck is still
And
naked
who
to the
caused-
waist, and he unclunks his arm and gestures at the gigantic crack that is still running from shoulder to waist.
And who, pray, caused that?
The big cunt that we're all trying to deal with.
Is there?
Who is the
is
big
there
cunt
abs?
we're all trying to deal with?
Have you not told
Did
him
we
about the big
rub it?
cunt?
Yes,
No,
I
I
have.
Getting there.
There has been some mention of big cunts, and then Effie said somebody needed to catch me up, and they started throwing tin cans down the stairs and getting their cunt kicked in. So I don't actually know what's going on.
Okay,
Okay.
Let me
montage of us
summarize it.
explaining everything.
Big magic cunt wants to take over the city and kill a bunch of people.
At
We're
the
gonna
end
kill
of that
him
montage, McLean's jaw is
Let
on
me
the
explain.
floor.
Also
no,
explain-
let me sum up.
Also
Let me
explaining that it was subordinate of said big cunt that killed McLean in the first place.
Exactly. So you don't have to help us if you don't want to, but it does mean get revenge on the guy that killed you.
Some of Cal's power is leaking a little bit, and his jaw is actually on the floor, and I'm just like, "Here you go," and I pick it back up for him.
You like pull it and it, like a
Guys!
string and it goes flat.
We have currently just taken out one of his right hand men.
Yeah,
He is pissed.
he was already pissed.
He's
He's
out.
gonna
He
be more
has
pissed
no
after
ammo.
that explosion.
So he's got no ammo and he can't see us coming anymore.
He could probably still see us. Well,
Well, he
Good
doesn't
thing
have
he
marker.
doesn't know where we spend 90% of our time.
it depends on our timing. And yes, Cal, you made a good point.
I'll take it, but it's very reluctant. I don't appreciate that.
I can take it back.
No, please.
Now we have someone who's going to assist us that has experience with Caligari. So,
2 people now, if you count the king. And number
You're
1,
welcome.
we have more allies as well if we need them.
okay, Peter. What can you tell us that would assist us with the fight?
Well, your main problems are. He has shifted again. The face that you were talking to in the cellar is replaced. So your main problems when dealing with him, Caligari. He has his power to manipulate time. This includes a limited ability to stop the flow of time, but the main problem is that he can basically revert himself back to a previous point in time where he was unharmed. actually hurting him is not that difficult. Getting it to stick is extraordinarily. The way we did it
So
first...
we gotta kill him in one shot.
You gotta kill him in one shot, and you gotta make sure that he doesn't revert back. That reversion thing, it really... There's a lot of leeway on that one. I saw Billy stick him in the fucking head with the sword, and he got up just fine. And that's a...
Okay, so the
The
head's not the main target.
So, what we did the first time, it was the four of us together. It was me, it was Billy, it was Red, it was Astrid. What we did was Billy handled the corporeal things, cut the bugger in half. And then I pulled a little bit of voodoo on him, and he sort of tricking him into thinking that he was in the right time, and so he didn't revert back. And then Red did some of her sort of leading thing. You know how... Have any of you met Red? Yeah, you've met Red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely girl. She sort of led his soul away from his body. And Astrid made sure that he basically got chucked straight into whatever afterlife there was. How he came back, I don't know. But what I do know is that there might be a little bit of trouble in paradise, as it were. I think there's a bit of an issue within the Caligari household.
Yes, we are... Well, actually, are we aware of this? Did Cal tell us?
Yeah.
I got around to that, right?
I think you did, yeah.
You did, okay.
At the very least, you mentioned that she wanted to talk to you.
We're aware. We're aware of that.
We're aware of that as well, yeah.
Yeah, so...
The reason,
when I said we, I meant...
The reason we all got tangled up in this mess in the first place is because we were framed for
the John Henderson murder, yeah.
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 So, I mean, he was a bastard. But he was your run-of-the-mill bastard. But the daughter...
Is this guy's base shifting with his accent?
Yes.
I love that.
But the daughter, she may not be as... She may not have been happy with Mr. Anderson, but she seems to have decided that she is no longer happy with her father and the way he does things. The son, on the other hand, Alessandro, he is devoted to his father. So, any attempt to reason with him would be suicidal.
Pointless.
Question, and this is me, Kelly, with a question, not as Mal. Fraser, what was it Lucinda said to you? What was it that she wanted to...
Well, she... God, it was so long ago. I remember she said she could potentially, speak at our trial to prove our innocence, and also potentially prove Caligari's guilt, turning Tiffany on him.
Oh,
but we need to do the trial for that, and Meg's...
Because she was the one who manipulated the memories.
Yeah.
Yes, she was. That was it. Okay, amazing. So that's less of a...
She's the one that tricked him in the first place.
Because Alex, Meg, and Tiffany aren't really out to get us anymore. But...
At the present moment, but we still do need to...
At the present moment, but we could really use their help against Caligari, so we do still need to do that. So, Meg is currently in hospital, yes. Tiffany's with us. Where's Alex?
Alex is
She's currently dealing with paperwork. I look at Angus.
Well, Meg is with Alex she's not in hospital. She's in the police station getting seen to by the medics there.
No, Meg was. Oh yeah. Sorry, because Meg got
Because
kidnapped.
she got kidnapped, and then we took her back, and we left her at the police station.
Oh, what a tangled web we
Okay,
have
so
woven.
Yeah.
perhaps
She was supposed to
that
be
should
at the
our next
hospital.
move then.
Marco.
Maybe that should be our next move then. Just get this trial over and done with. See if we can get Luciana to come testify, and get the Furies like properly cemented on our side. Because we need all the allies we can get before we go for the Dawn.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not an expert, but I think if you set the Midnight Ripper against Caligari, it would be certainly a show.
Let's think of the angles we've got here. So damage. Tiffany.
Yep.
I might want.
Timing. Cal. Your toon wackiness thing you could basically
I
keep
don't know
looking back.
the extent of what it could do. I just kind of do shit. Does that make sense? It's very much intuition and vibes more than anything else.
I can see where you're going with this. I don't think this is a good idea.
Why not?
Because that's how he killed him the first time. He will very much be on the lookout for that kind of method. If he's come,
That's what I was
he's
gonna
come
say.
back.
Actually,
I don't.
tricking him into
Mal-
not using his time again isn't gonna work the same way. Like that ain't gonna work on him twice.
Mal turned to number 1. Who else do you think could help us with this?
Well, I mean, 21 is pretty monstrously powerful, but getting him to actually go toe to toe with somebody would take a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And the collateral damage
what's-
would potentially be high.
I mean, I know what your rift is, but what can it do?
I mean, I can teleport. That's about it.
Teleport with people.
Yeah.
Teleport out the city.
There's a limit to how far I can go in one go, and that gets shorter with more people. But
We
yeah,
just need you to do it with one.
Yeah, I could get out of the city.
What about number 6?
Which one was 6 again?
Strength. I'm trying not to use any of the actual like names of the
Cool.
like
Yeah,
parts and everything,
he's-
because I know that like I have limited.
I did once watch it. Well, it's like physical strength. That's his whole deal. I've seen him knock over an Arctic with one hand.
Just correct me if I'm wrong, Jay, but it was number 6 the one that was nice to me when I went to the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Because yeah, we could use a little of that. At the very least against Atlas.
Yeah.
All power comes with a price. We've learned this the hard way quite a few times. Man ain't God. At the end of the day, he's still a guy. He has a limit.
Got a
You hit him, he puts himself back in time. You hit him again, he has to do it again, right?
Yeah.
Surely
like,
he
there's
can't
gotta be
keep
a-
that up forever. Hit him hard enough and enough times.
You think we can wear him out?
I mean, it's a plan
Force him to,
Z
like,
at the
overextend his
minimum.
power?
It could be a plan Z, is all I'm saying. If nothing else works, just keep fucking going at him.
Be good if we could get him caught in a
Just gotta make
paradox.
sure we log out, he does.
Also,
I was
by
trying
the
to
way,
think about that. He seems to negate paradoxes if he can go back to before an attack
mean,
was hit.
He's an
Logic.
avatar. He's pretty fucking unstoppable. His abilities go way beyond ours. Also, Kelly, it was number 11 that you were thinking of, not number 6.
Oh,
So, Peter, what you're saying
oh,
is
I can't read.
we need someone with comparable power, like another avatar, who could potentially hack him up with a machete over and over again.
I mean, I don't know
Only-
which one of them is
I have
stronger.
no idea where we're gonna find one of those, honestly.
Okay. First things first. We need to make sure the source of his aggravation is safe.
So this is where
Where's-
this is where removing the kid comes in.
I thought you made him safe already, Effie.
He's not in the city.
So we're good, right?
I look directly in Peter's eyes, go, that's what you wanted to know, isn't it? He's not in the city.
If he's not in the city, then the Don's influence is limited. That's one of the drawbacks of being an avatar, is you get more than a little focused. He starts becoming less about the ideas of a person and more about the story. He's a tyrant. He wants to control. He wants to rule. And this is the center of it. This is where he wants to rule. Which means that the world outside stops mattering to him as much. Look, you have met at least 2 avatars now. 3 for you, points at Mal. Don't they all seem a little bit focused on a function? I mean, for God's sake, you're fucking Michael Myers down there is only there to cut up people who have trespassed across the law. That's all she's gonna do. If you have not had judgment passed on you, I think she can barely see you, let alone hurt you. And Red, now that Red's gone that way, I don't think she'll be much help in a fight. I don't know if she actually can fight.
Maybe we don't need her to fight. But Red isn't going to be able to help us. Pretty much.
She finds those who are lost. That's our whole deal.
Johnny.
Yeah.
When we fought Caligari, me and Clark, he did his thing where he went back in time and negated the attack, right?
Yep.
And I saw it happen.
Yep.
Did he
Clark sliced him
go
open.
back? Did he go back in time and then Clark was swinging again and he avoided it this time?
No.
Or did he just revert his body back to when it would
It
never
seemed
happen?
it seemed like Clark fully cut him in half with the scythe.
And
You've-
blew him up.
The blowing him up happened later. But you saw that he looked surprised and then suddenly was okay.
I was thinking.
I think our next I think our next port of call should be finding the rest of the Furies, doing our finding Luciana, doing our trial and getting it over with so that we have them on our side. And then I think we need to call the king, and we need to have a bigger discussion about our actual plan of attack.
Yeah, I mean, we can get King at any time. Like, hey, Bobby! There's a guy
No,
I assume there's one of the guys in the corner of the room.
Yeah, there's 2 King's Knights have been here the whole time.
Yeah, not now.
Hey, Bobby. You've been listening into all this, right? You're like right over there. I can imagine you heard
Yes, sir.
everything.
I think it was a little impolite to listen in, but I can do what you need to do.
Mal, I get it. Just give me a second. Do you think you could go and like essentially tell our plan that we're gonna have the trial to King for us? Could you relay that information?
You're gonna have your trial?
Yeah, he'll know what it means.
Yeah, okay, I can go do that.
Thanks, Bobby.
Pulls out a phone and fucking calls him.
Yeah.
Effie looks at Cal as
I don't think I have his number. I don't think King would have given me his number. Bobby has his number. It's Bobby.
Give me your phone back.
I'm pretty sure I lost it already.
Cal's
You
the
lost
phone.
my phone?
I don't remember. Wait, I checked my pockets. Do I have the phone? I actually don't remember. Didn't I lose it again? I lose so many phones.
I don't think you did. I think one of them got...
Oh, here it is.
I think you lost one when the restaurant was destroyed.
Oh yeah, that one was...
But that was
Surely
destroyed.
you could just pull the phone out of your magic hammer space jacket.
Yeah, but it'd be a blank phone with nothing on it.
Effie takes that phone back.
Unless I roll for it. It's very unclear whether or not I create things out of thin air or pull things from other places.
Effie eyes the phone and looks to see if she can recognise anything on it.
I mean, if it's the phone that you gave Cal, yes, then it's that phone.
I don't know if it is or not.
It is, sure.
I pull out a second one.
Blank.
Huh. Here. Compensation for the last one.
Just take this SIM card and use it. That's your phone.
What, for my phone? You mean my... I don't want to... My phone got fucked up ages ago.
Yeah. Yeah, this is to replace it so we can keep in contact with you.
Yeah.
How are you an accountant? You're so shit with numbers.
I lost a phone. How is that shit with numbers?
So, how do we get a hold of Luciana?
Oh, I got her number.
Well, she was at the hospital the last time you saw her.
I'm pretty
Her
sure she
number,
gave me her
thanks.
phone number.
Recovering
Fucking
from
doctor.
severe buildingitis. And that was, if I remember correctly, either
Severe
earlier this
buildingitis.
morning or yesterday.
That
Jesus.
was the building. The building wasn't yesterday. Was the building yesterday?
The building might have... I'm genuinely not sure. It was either yesterday or this morning.
We literally just got back from
Regardless.
also when Dawn attacked the... Yeah, it's been a day.
No, in fact, yeah, the building was this morning.
We got back from the hospital. The Dawn attacked.
And then time stopped.
And we took a break.
Then time stopped. And then it's been the
Situation.
morning. Yeah, it was yesterday.
I think you're about half an hour to an hour after time stopping.
Yep. Okay.
So, she's probably still in the hospital.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, she's probably still in the hospital, but I'm pretty... Did she give me her phone number? Because I was like, I need to talk to you. I need to be able to get in contact with you, and I'm not coming back to this hospital.
No, I think actually maybe she did.
I feel like
I'm not
we
sure.
would have
No,
established some
no,
way
she
to
didn't,
talk
'cause she
to each other,
communicated
but
by
why would she
manipulating
have
your
a
memories.
phone? I guess I'll just go to the hospital.
She communicated by manipulating your memory. And
Yeah.
planting the route to her in your head.
Yeah, because that's how she got me there in the first place. You were
Oh,
like, you
yeah,
should
man.
go this way, and I'm like, okay.
Okay, so we need to get Luciana and get the trial done and dusted with.
Yep.
Do you guys want to get Alex and Meg here, and I'll go get Luciana?
Let's do it in my office. Here's to
Trash.
not safe.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
You're also going to need to call Vincenzo.
You can do that, Effie.
In fact, McLean, you've met Vincenzo, haven't you?
Yeah, we met him last episode.
I wonder if Chris remembers this character's name is McLean. Yes, we're looking at you.
What?
Hi.
Vincenzo.
You have to talk to Vincenzo.
Why?
You have to get him for the trial
Because
that
you
we're
weren't paying
doing.
attention when we all said dibs on not doing it.
Right. What?
Okay, McLean, tell you what. You come with me. We need to get Vincenzo and organize a trial. You're used to doing
Fine.
trials, aren't you?
We need like a
I have been
mini
at
bus.
a number of trials.
Okay. Let's work with something you're familiar with. Yeah?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
What kind of car does Morag drive?
Morag doesn't drive.
What kind of car does Buck drive?
A van.
Perfect. Buck, you're with me. We'll meet you at the office.
It's like, well,
Wait,
to be fair, Buck drives it. It is not Buck's.
Wait, Buck, you're injured. Give me your keys.
No!
Oh.
Yeah, I don't need them.
Mate,
Huh?
fucking what you doing?
I need your van.
Why? And it's not my van.
Oh, so you can... Why does it matter?
Because it's Morag's van.
I'm gonna go pick up a bunch of people and drive them to a place. I can't walk.
Do you know
Luciana's
how to
gonna be
fucking
injured.
drive?
Yeah,
Does he know how to fucking drive?
I've driven. This is canon.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure it is. It's just Buck doesn't trust you with this shit.
I'm a
It's your
little
chaos
more
merchant.
mental than I used to be, but I can drive.
Mate. Alright, listen. It's not my van, it's Morag's van. It belongs to the bar. It's what she,
That's fine.
okay? Just...
I have the power to turn the outside of it into a bouncy castle. It's gonna be fine.
Cool, because she will fucking tan my hide. If you...
I will. Here's the thing. There's like a 50-50 chance I can turn it back after as well. So
Mate. Alright,
Jesus Christ,
Fucking-
you're really selling this.
fine. And goes behind the bar. Rummages around. Comes back. Drops a set of car keys in your hand. He's like,
thank you.
seriously, she will fucking kill me.
No, scratch. Don't worry about it.
Effie eyes Cal.
I'm gonna regret saying those words.
As a character, Buck is terrified. As an MC, I so want to blow up that van.
Please don't blow up the van.
Please don't blow up the van.
Mal, you're with me. Let's
This
go.
entire
Can't
drag just
tell-
made
we
me want to
can't
blow up
tell
the van.
Caligari. We can't get Caligari if Cal gets murdered by Morag first. Should blow my candles out so they'll be burning for a while, 2-6.
Peter.
Morag is still in the hospital.
Yeah.
Morag, actually, judging by the amount of time that's passed, Morag's probably still in surgery. Still in emergency surgery.
Yeah,
Yep.
probably.
He
You're
doesn't
like-
know it won't kill, it won't hurt her.
Actually,
Well,
yeah, she was
Here's
the
the
least
thing,
fucked up of them. Just a little bit
if she
stigmatic.
lives, she's gonna have a lot more to worry about than a van, and if she dies, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Mal whacks Cal for that.
That was not in character.
Oh, fair enough. Then Fraser,
Did you not? Could you not notice by the very clear, distinct voices that I make between Fraser and Cal?
Fraser, because I'm not physically there to do it, would you please smack yourself upside the head for me?
No. I leave the bar.
Then you're getting a smack the next time I see you in person.
All right. Okay.
I'm going to use this sword as
Who is
evidence
doing what
in my
and going
trial.
where?
Where's
Me
Peter
and Mal
going?
are going in the van.
Where do you need him?
That's not how Peter works.
Look.
Where would Peter want to go?
Wherever he's fucking told, because this isn't like a day trip.
One will come with us, Peter will go with you guys. That makes sense. One wouldn't go with you guys.
Yeah, number one will
Stay
come
with
with
Mal.
us.
Number one
So
will come with
you
us,
guys
Peter will go with
You
you.
guys can take Peter.
Yeah.
He's
Number
nicer
one will
to
actually be very
Effie
useful in getting
than
Luciana out of that hospital.
any of the rest of us.
Peter, would you care to join McLean and I?
Sure. As long as I'm allowed to go incognito.
So if anyone could tell you otherwise.
Well, that's true. And he changes into a fox.
Whoa!
Sure,
So-
why not? Let's go.
So me,
So fluffy!
Mal, and number one are gonna go get Luciana, and Meg and Alex, and you guys are gonna go get Vincenzo and deal with Tiffany and get them to the office, and we'll meet there.
Sure.
So, you look so soft. Can I... Actually, like,
Let
raises a
me-
hand towards him.
Actually, let's make the Alex and Meg thing easier. Effie phones Alex.
That's a good point.
Captain Monroe speaking.
We all forget fucking phones.
Hi Alex, it's Effie. What are the chances of just getting this fucking trial done so we can get the target off our backs and actually be of use in some way?
Well, Meg's awake now, so
That helps.
we can run a small informal trial here. It's a civic building. It counts. If you can bring legal representation and anything you need, we can come over. I'll act as the prosecution, and Meg will act as judge. Tiffany will understand the verdict.
Okay,
So,
great.
yeah, the three of you
Let's-
are going to need to be here.
Forget it needs to be in a
We need
civil
to bring
building.
Tiffany, don't we?
Right, we will head straight to you.
Tiffany will be at the trial. Don't worry about that.
Tiffany will be at the trial, don't worry about it, Alex said. Right, okay. Just to make sure everything is on the up and up, I'm going to send you a text just so you're aware. And we will be with you ASAP, Rocky. Okay?
How's my sergeant doing?
You want to speak to him?
Yeah.
Effie looks at McLean and shuggles her phone.
Aye, fuck it. You right, Captain?
I'm doing alright. You alright, Angus?
Struggling along. There's a guy here turned into a fox, and that seems to be one of the most normal parts of my day so far.
Guy turned into a... Never mind.
I've stopped asking.
Glad to know the
I need to know
inquisitive
what
spirit
did
of the police.
Al.
Glad to know the inquisitive spirit of the police force is still alive and well.
Well, given that I've reached the as frequently accepted in the line of duty, Captain, I have realised that every single thing going on here is well above my pay grade, so I have passed it on to my superiors.
I'm glad to hear
I don't
you're doing
appreciate
alright,
that.
Angus. Glad to hear you're doing alright, Angus.
Effie's keeping me going in the right direction. So that's,
Okay. Right, let's get this underway.
Did everybody just freeze?
Frank stuttered for a
Yep.
second.
Yeah, I was just started there and I didn't hear what Chris said.
It was, as you said, glad to hear you're going alright, Angus. I said, Effie's keeping me going in the right direction, and there's a bunch of other fannies here, but they seem alright.
It was the fannies bit that we missed.
Ah.
Oh, everyone froze there.
Hey! I clicked and
God.
everyone unfroze!
Fucking damn it.
Whenever Chris says something,
Hi everybody, it's the technical difficulties portion of the night. This is just how it goes.
3 in a
here.
row. That's
Mike,
when you,
can I
like,
suggest
sneeze
tea
3
and
times in a
crimes?
row.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
about
tea
to.
and
We've
crimes.
got an hour left of the stream approximately. Let's do tea and crimes.
Cool.
Marvellous.
It's a good time for it.
See y'all later.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's not helping either. You're not Jesus Christ.
No, I don't have the hair for it anymore.
No, Chris is behind the scenes saying, "What do you mean I'm helping?" I'll take fancy pants tea with one. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
You commit crimes!
So, hey guys, you're a rockstar. Get your game on. Get late? Somebody once told me the world is gonna hold me. Hey now, you're a rockstar. Get your game on. Get laid. Hey now, you're a rockstar. Let's have a look at Twitch. Open cheer? I think not. Let's see what folk are playing. Didn't realize Valorant was so popular. Let's have a look at this. If you're just looking for a cozy stream, I do the crochet. Hey. So, let's see. We've got the VTubers just chatting. Some nice art streams. Valorant, Fallout 4. Go figure. Tons of Minecraft. Only 600 odd D&D games going. Or viewers at least. That's something. Like... Jay's gonna edit this and be like, what the fuck is this? Not many people streaming Baldur's Gate though. Yeah, just got Dame Allen to absolutely wreck that RC Wizards shit. Felt very satisfying, but also I was like, oh shit, is she a paladin? Have I just broke her oath? And yeah, was kind of like safe scumming it, going, should I go back? But I've embraced it. It's what's happened, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Let's see.
Who are you talking to?
Just anyone that's listening.
Oh, fair. I forget our breaks are still streamed. I always forget. I don't know why. It's Jason like pause it or something.
No, it's still streamed, so I'm just kind of filling up the space.
Fair.
Current
This hand cream is so fucking thick.
what hand cream is it?
Weird.
Hmm?
Base.
So you're saying the hand cream's based?
It's the only emollient cream that's on the minor ailment scheme for this health board. So it's the one I can get for free out the pharmacy. So it's the one I'm using.
Fair enough.
And I've got. I don't consider myself to have eczema, but my hands get so dry whenever the weather changes. Hi.
Yep.
Hello.
I have returned.
I've just been chatting shit to myself.
There. I could hear some of it through the wall. I heard the words. Jay's gonna edit this one. I was like, you think I edit these?
Yeah, no, I know you don't.
Like, I make the clips. That's about it.
I was just looking at like the amount of people that are watching Baldur's Gate 3 get streamed. It's not that many.
That's a shame.
I've just got to like I'm now in Baldur's Gate at last.
Yay!
Very purposely like sidestepped Raphael stuff now because I'm like no.
Yeah,
Touchy.
Oh, no spoilers. No spoilers. Fraser's not played.
do that stuff later.
Yeah, that's the plan.
But
I'm very much like not touching that.
yeah, Act 3 is very much on the same line as Act 1, where it's like there's a lot of shit in there.
I'm currently focusing on dribbles.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I enjoy dribbles.
I hated that so much. That is my least favorite quest. The entire fucking game.
It's why I'm trying to get out of the way because I'm just like this fucking clown's
Trust me.
getting weird.
Trust me, it's gonna take you forever no matter what you do.
Well, I've got the. I've just finished the bit in the Wizard's Tower.
Put it like this, I hated that quest so much because it took so long and involved so much bollocks that on my second playthrough, I just skipped it.
If you guys want to talk about Baldur's Gate, I could just...
Yeah.
No, that's
No,
not fair.
take it off because I'd like to mention some spoiler things. Yeah, man. It's a dismembered clown. It's the item you get for it is trash.
Oh, I've just got the Summon Devas thing, so I'm quite happy with that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Fun thing, if you go into the carnival, have you done the djinn with the spinny wheel?
Oh yeah, nicked his ring.
You nicked his ring, so you did that, and you got transported to the other place.
Yeah.
Kelly, no.
What?
Take your headphones off. Yeah, did you find the spear?
Yes.
It's so good!
Well, you mean the trident?
Yes, the trident. The one that explodes when you throw it at people.
See, because I've not got like a throwy sort of build for Karlak. I'm like, nah.
Here's the thing.
I'm not.
Even if you don't do that, because it gives people immunity to falling damage, you can just pass it round your party if you're needing to jump off stuff, which happens a fair bit. So it comes in really, really handy for that.
Okay.
I gave it to Lazelle because she didn't really have a ranged option, and I had her throwing shit.
She's currently kidnapped at the minute.
So she got kidnapped for you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Who got kidnapped for you?
It was Lazelle the first time. It was Halcyon the second time because I had Lazelle in my party.
Ah.
It was really interesting. So you've done the bit where you find out that it's definitely them, right?
Definitely. No.
Okay, so how do you know that Lae'zel's been kidnapped?
Oh, Orin popped up and she's no longer in my camp.
Right, okay, so you did the bit where you go into the sewers and the person... Yeah. Because that was how I realised it the first time, because Lae'zel came out and was like, there's too many of them. I went, Lae'zel wouldn't do that. She would die fighting.
Yeah, I was looking at this going, yeah, cut the bullshit.
If I hadn't known that was the deal, I'd have probably been convinced by Halsin.
Nah,
Yeah,
fair.
'cause he was being a lot more convincing. When you have
I've seen the...
'cause
and you go-
I know it can be Gale as well. I'm assuming it can be anyone.
I've seen the Gale one and it is not believable as Gale. It's just not.
I mean, Gale would have just blown himself up.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he would have just gone,
He would-
Mr.
he would literally have tapped out.
Yeah. Anyway, we should probably... we can keep talking about Baldur's
Yeah,
Gate
stop
spoilers.
alienating everybody.
Yeah.
It's safe!
They've both got headphones, they can't fucking hear us.
Well, Kelly can.
Kelly can now.
I couldn't keep a straight face. I noticed you doing it at one point, and I just wanted to see how long you would do it.
I
for.
genuinely didn't know if you had us minimized or something, Fraser.
What?
I genuinely didn't know if you had us minimized or something.
No, you were on my screen. I was just looking at a different screen.
Fair.
But also, I realized I could actually hear you through my mic, for my headphones while I was sitting on the table, so I just turned the volume all the way down.
Oh, fair.
That's fair.
Well, anyway,
Kelly,
we did
what you
spoil
up
the whole
to?
thing where Baldur does some gates.
Oh my god, what? Why would you say that? Bro, I wanted to see if in this one he would make a third gate.
No, in this one, he didn't make another gate. He just bouldered some.
He's made a lot of gays.
He
No, that's
really
beholders.
has.
What?
That's beholders. Gaze.
Well, they're beholden to you.
Beholder's gaze. Oh, I get it. They have lots of eyes. I was trying to make a joke about Steinscape. I think I did that yesterday.
Yeah, you did that. You did that at dinner. It's just, I mean, it is just that old joke of replacing Legolas in Lord of the Rings with a beholder and going, "Tell me, what do your 11 eyes see?"
That's really dumb.
It's just a beholder on,
I like
on
that.
Legolas's body, just going.
I love Legolas because he never learned Frodo's name.
Legolas speaks one line to Frodo in the entire trilogy.
Yeah,
And
p-
you have
people are
my
con-
bow.
Yep.
People are convinced that Legolas never learned his name because he always refers to him as like the hobbits.
Well, here's
you
the
know?
thing.
And
Frodo also never
there's-
refers to Legolas by name.
that might be what I'm thinking of. I might be thinking of it the other way around, actually.
Well-
Yeah, Legolas does
Yeah.
refer to Frodo by name several times.
Yeah,
But
Let's think
Yeah,
of this long term.
yeah. I was thinking of it the other
maybe-
way around. Because there is a scene where Frodo reconvenes with the three
well, there's the bit.
three main
Yeah, 'cause
guys.
there's the bit at the end where Frodo wakes up after they've done the whole Mount Doom thing, and everybody
Yeah.
just does the whole "Hey, we're alive and we're all back together."
It's like
and
in
then
slow
Legolas
motion.
comes in at the end, and it looks so much like he's going, "Hey, you."
In slow motion, you can see him mouth Aragorn, Gimli, and then Legolas comes out of the
say
corner and goes,
Legolas when he
"Ah." He just sort of goes. He doesn't say anything.
say-
It's like
He doesn't say Legolas when he comes in. He remembers Gimli. He
elf
remembers Aragorn.
guy.
And it's just
I actually have a theory on this.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
like film lore wise, Bilbo pissed Legolas up off that much with all the running about in the mountains. He's just like, you know what? I'm done with you. I'm done with all of you, and that's why you never see
Oh, you
Legolas.
little hobbit
It's like he's
shits.
being civil at a party, but he won't actually acknowledge.
See, I like to think that just like Legolas was too kind of awkward to really introduce himself to Frodo and make a point, whereas Gimli fully wasn't. Gimli was just like was hanging with the hobbits turn one. And so
Well,
it gets to the end, and Frodo's had a lot on his mind throughout this whole journey. And so, like, the last time he saw any of them was the death of Boromir.
Maybe it's because Gimli can see them eye to eye.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe yes, because Legolas is looking down on them the whole time.
Yeah.
Because he's, you know, a prince.
I would have said tall.
That
But,
too.
you know.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's just... Lord of the Rings is really good.
Oh, did you see the news that they're actually
Yep. They're bringing
I am
the...
so excited.
They put the
I
remasters
cannot
in
wait.
cinema, and you know what? That'll be amazing.
I am going to get so tanked watching it
That will be
again.
good.
Extended edition. I wish Echo Falls still made the really shit vodka.
Echo Falls made vodka?
Yes, they
remember that.
did, and
I
it was
remember that.
awful.
Oh,
It was awful, but it was really, really good at getting you drunk.
I was gonna say Echo
Oh,
Falls,
yeah,
the
it
guys
was.
who made the really shit wine.
Yep.
I think
gonna
we called
see
it
if I can-
kiddie wine. But that was when we were children. But even then, it was kiddie wine.
I'm gonna see if I can find it again, just purely so I can go up to like Cineworld and get the VIP package where I get constant refills and just get
Yeah.
tanked. Like play the
Very
Lord of
good.
the Rings drinking game as I watch.
Well, that's the thing is because the last time when I rewatched it with my friend, and she was just like, "Have you got a tankard?" I went, "What? Have you got a tankard for the breeze scene?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." Because
Yes.
I've got this fucking medieval ass looking flagon that I picked up at a flea market, and I was just like, "Yes, I'm gonna put cider in this, and we're gonna drink this." You know, where like Pippin sits down and he's just like, or sorry, Mary
It
sits
comes
down
in
and he's like,
packs.
"What's that?" "It's called a pint. It comes in pints."
I'm getting one.
I'm getting one. The two, oh, they were so good.
Really good on stage too.
And backstage when they're pretending to be German.
Oh, I love the dolphin. Flipper, yeah? Yeah. The dolphin is dead. Died in car accident.
Don Moynihan just fucking trying not to crack up, pretending to be a German interviewer.
The thing is, though, Dom Monaghan is fluent in
Will you
German
wear
because he's an
boots?
army brat.
Yeah. He's the only one who could have pulled it off.
He totally.
And he did!
Oh,
Like, that interview goes on way longer than you'd think it would. Like, you can see Elijah Wood's professionalism straining so
oh, he
hard.
loses it. He loses it.
And he just goes, "Is that fucking you, Dom?"
You have so many sex toys, yeah? Like dildos, like wig.
He just goes off on one. It's amazing.
When will you wear wig? You-
Nah, man.
Oh,
Rings.
misspent teenage years learning all of that from watching it too much.
Nah, man. Lord of the Rings extended editions, they are good movies.
Yee. Let's see where my hubby's at.
Next, we're gonna say we're kind of waiting for him to go back into that. It's been 20 minutes.
No.
Oh,
I know.
your Bobby.
She a bum.
She is sleepy bum. We're talking about Vari's dog, by the way. Who is adorable.
Okay.
Where is it?
Yeah, me too. Where is he?
Yeah, because this is a little long for a quick bathroom break.
Give me 2 ticks, okay?
Yeah, he's forgotten the time exists. So yeah, yes, we are tea and crimes, where the crime is wasting your time. Because that is 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's exactly 20 minutes since we said we're gonna go for a quick break. Sorry everyone, I hope you're enjoying your Monday night and listening to us gibber on the stream.
Oh, Kelly's gone as well.
Yeah, Kelly's fucked off and I don't know where. So what's gonna happen is we'll get Chris back and then it'll take ages to get Kelly back. And then it'll probably be like 10 to 10 before we get everyone in again, and I'll be like, right. Here's a plot hook, that's it. It's like, here's a cliffhanger and good night. Nope, we have a Kelly. We have a Very.
Chris is back, he was just having a moment.
A moment?
He'll explain when he's back.
Okay.
Thank you for the tea. The boy does make good tea.
Hey, is Chris not back yet? Oh, timing.
Hi. Hi, Chris. Did you fall down the stairs?
So, I have discovered that apparently eye contact doesn't mean eye contact.
What?
Apparently, when neurotypical people hear eye contact, they're like, oh, look at person face. And I'm like, what? So, Kelly, if I say...
What?
Yeah, Kelly, what does eye contact mean to you?
It means your eyes are looking at their eyes. It's eye
Exactly,
contact.
you're like staring into their pupil. Like
Yes, which is
that's
weird
eye
and
contact.
uncomfortable.
Yes, it is. Apparently, for neurotypicals, they just kind of
No,
like take in the whole
that's-
face.
That's gotta be a lie.
Well,
That
this
can't
is
be- That can't be real.
it's blowing. I'm gonna send you the fucking Instagram reel that has like shattered my reality.
So,
Can't be real.
from what I get, it's usually eye contact is not... What is usually referred to as eye contact is not always direct eye contact, which is what you're thinking of, Chris. But usually the
Yes.
eyes kind of still are focused on the face.
So Jay, like,
Like,
if you're talking to somebody, like, do you stare them bang in the eye, or do you just like look at the whole face?
I look at the whole face.
Oh,
Kelly, if you're talking to somebody, where do you look? Bang in the eye or the whole face?
like looking at someone bang in the eye, so I'm usually looking at their eyebrows or something.
I mean,
So
Because
apparently,
it's close enough to the eyes that people can't tell.
I mean, I've had enough conversations with somebody. To be fair, actually, admittedly, this might just be me because I spent many years working behind a bar that was extraordinarily loud. I tend to look at people's mouths when they're talking.
that's a very bar thing, to be fair.
Yeah, because
But
I couldn't.
No, but I do that because I have sensory problems and I can't understand what people are talking about. But you said if I'm talking to someone, I'm looking
Yeah,
at
like
this.
I will
Well,
still
if
look
I'm
at people's
talking to someone
mouths
looking
because
away, actually.
I will still look at somebody's mouth because I'm used to being in a situation where I can't fucking hear a word they're saying.
Well, so basically, but the thesis of this basically is that neurotypical people, or in this case, they specified allistic people, so I don't know
Not autistic.
the terms. Non-autistic people are able to just like see the face as a whole, whereas autistic people, neurodivergent people, tend to see the face in sections. So like,
Catch me up. Chris.
yeah.
Chris, why are you shattering my worldview? I did just Google how is eye contact defined, and every single part of it that I can find is when two people look each other's eyes at the same time. But are you telling me that not that they define it differently, but that when someone says that you need to make eye contact to communicate, all it means is look at their face?
Yeah. That.
Because intense eye contact is uncomfortable for everyone. Like if anyone's having a conversation and you're looking, and both people are looking each other dead in the eyes, that's usually a power move, not a normal conversation.
And that's something apparently you're just supposed to figure out.
You're supposed to know that, then.
Trial and error.
Yeah!
You're just supposed to magically know that.
Trial and error across the last 26 years of my life, yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, that's been that's been 25 minutes. Shall we crack on?
I don't think we can, but you can try.
Alright. Because this stream has gone off the rails and been delayed enough by some bullshit and some waiting.
I'm not apologizing.
We're going to speed ahead a little bit. Because as much as I would love to have a nice little vignette with Vincenzo, we're going to skip past that. So this is what you have done, Chris. You have robbed me of my Vincenzo moment.
No regrets.
Thank you, Crit.
It's his favourite NPC, you monster!
You did get to do the Vincenzo voice earlier as Peter.
I did.
You will also be able to do him as soon as we
I
get
was
to the
being
trial.
French, not Italian.
Racism.
Okay.
Anyway,
So Effie and Sergeant McLean, y'all wrangle up Vincenzo, Mal and Cal. God, it's been half an hour. What was the fucking plan?
We are going
Trial.
to go get Luciana. We're going to go to the hospital and hopefully use one's power to help us teleport her out the hospital and then drive her to the police station.
Okay, so you get to the hospital, and as you're approaching Luciana's room, you see same two guys in black suits that were there before. You see them both suddenly for a second just kind of look at each other and then walk away.
Cool.
You get in, and Luciana is sitting there, sitting up in bed, hands folded in her lap. Mr. Hardaway, have you come to reconsider my offer?
Yes, we'd like to hold the trial, like 10 minutes.
That seems like it will be a little bit of a stretch, but I assume you have a plan?
Yep. We have very good representation.
Hmm.
If you testify that Caligari did the murder, then it should all work out. It's pretty cut and dry.
That should not be a problem.
Okay, can we just leave? Because I assume those guys aren't going to be bothering us with your power.
They will come back. Perhaps the quicker we are gone, the less time they will have to worry when they get back.
Okay, I pull some clothes out of my jacket pocket because she's in a hospital, so she needs clothes, and I give her some clothes, and then I pull out the folding screen again, and it works this time.
She gets dressed. When she is dressed, so how do we get out of here?
I gesture to one.
Everybody hold hands.
I hold Luciana's hand.
Yep.
Mal's hand.
I too am holding hands. I'm just not going to do the gesture because I would drop the cat.
Theo cameo! And you vanish. The four of you disappear. Mal, you've done this a few times. Cal, it's a very strange rushing sensation. And you are back at the van outside the hospital.
Milady?
Oh, please tell me he
That
doesn't
was
pull out a
terrible.
fedora.
No, I open the door for her and get in the driver's seat.
Cool.
Do you grow a neck beard too?
Luciana gets in after
Not
you,
yet.
sitting in the front seat.
It's a shining white medieval knight's helmet that appears on his head, let's be fair.
He is White Van Man.
I was trying to think of I think I was trying to think of after you, but my brain sort of short circuited, and the first thing that came to my head was Milady. So I was like,
I
fuck,
think
I have
your
to say
brain
it
was
now.
wanting
I
to
have
say
say
ladies
it.
first, and
Ladies
then
first.
That's probably what it was.
yeah, and then you and then the incel reared its head.
Mal gets in the back of the van because if they crash, she'll get better.
Fair enough.
Don't leave me. Stay. No.
Okay.
No. Cat butt.
So yeah, you guys head off. You all reconvene at the police station, and as you get there, you are greeted out front by Captain Monroe herself, looking grim.
Oh, fuck, what have I done now?
A lot's happened.
So, there's been a little development since we last spoke.
Uh-oh.
A confidential informant of ours has revealed some very, very interesting information. There's currently a bounty out on you four.
Wait, even McLean?
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome to the pack.
You four and the kid in the mask.
Shit. Well,
I've
three
not
guesses
even-
who set that bounty on us.
Done anything yet?
Oh, it's the Dawn. It's very clearly the Dawn. He's wanting to make it very clear that it's him. He seems to be stepping quite far out of the shadows now.
So
I kinda
the dog
eye
wants to
Peter.
kill us. What else is new?
What is new is that people who didn't want to kill us before now do because they get money.
And we killed his right-hand man. Can we do this trial now?
Yep. Everybody in.
Yes, ma'am.
There's a very clear wanted, dead or alive, serious sum out on you guys. Just fun.
You think if I hand myself in dead, I can get the money, and then when I get back up again, break out?
I think that would be an incredibly stupid thing to do.
Yeah, right. Sorry, student loan debt. Not really important right now.
Understandable. Right, come with me. She leads you.
Not really priority.
She leads you into. I was like, we were going to do this in my office, but you know what? With the potential idea of mad bounty hunters out there, we're going to do something a little bit more secure.
It
Hold
needs to
the
be in a
party.
civic building, doesn't it?
This is a civic building, and it's like, and thankfully, it was built in the 50s by people who believed in A, brutalism, and B, atomic warfare.
So we've stopped believing in it?
Well, honestly, I was like,
Brutalism
honestly,
as in the architecture, right?
that's what I meant. I'm not sure if Vary's making a secondary pun on police brutality, but yeah. Yeah, Alex just gives you a look for that one. It's like,
Effie shrugs as if to say, mate.
Alex is like, it was just one time.
so what it means is that there's a special room in the basement.
Excellent.
Okay.
We primarily use it these days. It's technically speaking, it's a firing range.
It's also a nuclear war bunker.
But it was originally built as a fallout shelter, yes.
Nice.
Just going off past experience, is there more than one exit? Because the last time we were in a room with one entrance exit, kind of
Blew up?
gave you a lot of paperwork.
I gesture at one, I'm like, it's fine, we have this guy.
Hi, I am kind of a walking exit plan.
Yeah. Might strain yourself, this many people, but
I think I can do it.
work
I
hard.
Probably won't be able to go further than maybe the street outside, but
Good enough.
You know what? Let's just go.
Shall we get down to business?
Let's get down.
there we go.
Oh.
Anyway,
Ellie.
There we go.
I was resisting so hard.
I was
I-
like, wait for it.
Try.
Do you have all the things, all the like court things you need?
you'd be amazed how little you need to run a trial. It's mostly about the
Wait.
people in attendance.
It's too quiet. Where's Vincenzo?
Peter is standing there with a hand clamped over Vincenzo's mouth.
You know what? Fair. Let's go.
Let's go downstairs.
Yeah. You guys take a large freight elevator down. It's like, and yes, to answer your question, Effie, there is another entrance.
Okay.
Big set of stairs, other end.
Cool. Thank you.
You make it down, and you find down in the concrete basement firing range, which is currently cleared. Someone has wheeled a bed in here, and Meg is sitting up in it. She's not looking great, but eyes are clear. She's clearly compos mentis.
Yeah, Cal would immediately walk up to her.
Standing next to her is Tiffany.
Despite that. She's scary.
Everyone, good evening, everyone. Please be seated. Sorry, force of habit.
I give her a very gentle hug. I sort of walk straight up to her and just give her a hug. I'm
Cal?
like, I'll be seated in a minute.
Cal,
Yeah, wait.
we're doing
Okay.
the judicial
And
thing
then
here.
I stand up. I'm like, okay. And I go and sit
Mr.
down.
Hardaway, we're doing the judicial thing here.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, here, a gift. I pull out a little
No.
No!
tiny version of my hammer. You need a gavel, don't you?
Respectfully.
That's adorable.
Effie just face palms.
Is this acceptable to the court? The two sisters nod. Okay.
There you go. I sit down.
Effie just keeps glaring at Cal as if to say, what the fuck is wrong with you?
She needs a gavel.
Any other attempts to gift members of the court with anything will be looked upon with contempt. Okay.
Understood.
He's like, hey Cal, that was very openly kind of trying to bribe a public official.
It's not bribing. If the
Any
judge
Effie's
gift
already
to a
lost
judge
looking
their
at you with
is
gavel,
bribery.
contempt.
in a real court, if the judge lost their gavel, I just happen to have my spare one on me.
No, still wouldn't be allowed
No.
to do that. You would not be allowed
Oh.
to do that.
I think you'd be held in contempt of court for bringing your own gavel to court as a defendant.
Like, if you
Okay,
tried to
I
give the
can
judge
bring
a
anything
gavel,
anywhere.
the bailiff would remove you.
Let's all be very clear. The reason for that is because you can't approach the bench without permission.
That's
That's
true.
the actual reason.
That's the actual reason, but also defendants giving anything to the judge is
Well,
very
yeah,
much
because
frowned
defen-
upon. Like,
That's
anything.
because defendants aren't allowed to approach the bench.
No, they are not.
It's true.
Anywho,
Court wasn't in session yet. so
Okay.
now it is.
Court is now in session. Witnessing for acting as the prosecution, Captain Alex Monroe of the Mildred Police Department. Seated Judge Megan Monroe. Defendants Cal Hardaway, Mal Ashford, and Effie. Doe.
Effie feels offended but understands.
You don't have a
I know.
surname. It's like, look, it's either this or I call you Jane Doe. Wow. Counsel for the defense, Vincenzo De Rossi. And she looks at number one and Peter and goes, and we have witnesses. Splendid. That's everything we need. Prosecution, would you care to present your case? Alex straightens up. Please the court. These three stand accused of the murder of one John Henderson. She gives the date. They were apprehended at the scene and had escaped custody since. It is currently believed, due to the supernatural elements of this court, that they were responsible for the murder of John Henderson. Defense, your rebuttal. This prosecution is a tissue of lies. It's completely false. There is no evidence to link these three. In fact, they were framed. Signor De Rossi, could we please dispense with the theatrics? No, I cannot! but I will tone them down, Your Honor. Vincenzo calls to the stand a Luciana Calighieri. Luciana stands up and kind of steps forward. There is no witness stand, she kind of just steps forward. Miss Calighieri, tell me, are you a rift in the mist? I am, yes. And what is your ability? I am the Rift of Mnemosyne, the Titan of Memory. I possess the ability to manipulate and, in some cases, delete memories. And you are able to do this to anyone, correct? This is correct. You have an example of how you use your ability? I deceived this court, all three members of this court, into believing that the defense committed the murder of John Henderson. And if they did not commit the murder, who did? My father. Your father being? Luigi Calighieri. Don's not his first name. Don's a title.
No,
I know,
we
I know.
that. But we didn't think the first name was going to be fucking
Fucking name's
Luigi.
Luigi.
Yeah, you see why he goes
Mamma
with a title, don't you? Vincenzo looks at
God, I wish.
his name is Luigi?
Good God, I wish the spell Vicious Mockery existed in this fucking universe.
Relevant.
So,
Sorry. No more questions, Your Honor. Vincenzo, arrest his case.
can we not also get him done for the murder of his brother Mario, which is clearly how he took over the city via its plumbing contracts?
Effie leans into Vincenzo's ear. You're forgetting the other bit of evidence we have.
I'm not even sure we need it, but we went until cross-examination and then we submitted it to evidence, huh?
Isn't
Did
that,
you not
like,
submit
illegal?
it already?
A slip of the tongue. I mean, present.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Vincenzo
That's-
understand? You come to Vincenzo because Vincenzo know what he's doing.
I know this is
You know
basically
what?
just,
With how you dealt with
setting your
Clark's
analogy.
situation, sure.
You trust
Just
me?
roleplays a whole court situation by himself.
Trust in Vincenzo.
We are here for Jonathan's entire CBS series, starring Jonathan playing every character. This is what
just
we came
me
here
playing
for.
everybody.
Like,
Jonathan
yeah, like-
as Vincenzo. Luigi.
And too many comedy Italians. Look, we listened to you two fucking bullshit on for an entire half hour, okay? Let me finish up this trial.
Deal.
Alright? Anyway. The prosecution has no questions, Your Honor. Fair enough. The defense wish to present any further evidence to this court. And Vincenzo has one more thing. Of course you do. What was the phone confession again? Oh, you recorded him talking about it.
I recorded the 3 hackers that High Five caught.
Right, yeah, you caught the ghost in the machine, yeah.
Yeah.
We have a recorded testimony from the 3 individuals who made up the digital evidence that put these 3 all in the same place at this time. For they were lured there through the use of false text messages. So, plays the confession. Alright, I think I've heard enough. Unless anybody has any objections, I will move to sentencing and the verdict. Fantastic. This court finds the defendants, Effie Doe, Mal Ashford, Cal Hardaway, not guilty of the murder of John Henderson. We do also find that the murder was instead committed by Luigi Calighieri. She brings the hammer down and the bang. Just, you almost feel it move through you. And with that, Tiffany goes from kind of hunched over and sort of just wavering a little bit. She stands up fully straight, and you suddenly realize that she is taller than both of her sisters. She draws the
She is
machete,
big sister.
takes the mask from inside her coat, and puts it on. Murder. And she walks away.
I don't think we thought this through.
No, we have. We've got a distraction.
This court is now adjourned. Okay. Can somebody please find me all the painkillers in the world?
I pull out. What's the strong? I pull out a syringe of morphine.
It's got a
Sorry,
big skull
I had
and crossbones on it.
I had strongest painkiller, and that's in my head when I did. I was too
Okay,
quick.
somebody find me a doctor with all the painkillers in the world.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. Oh, upstairs. Yeah, I'll be right back. I run up the stairs really
Cool.
fast.
I'm gonna go with him because I know that he doesn't know where he's going. We'll be back in a minute, Captain.
Thanks, Sarge.
I throw the syringe of morphine on the ground. I don't need this.
So, you've got my
Picks it up and puts it in the bin.
you've got my homicidal big sister on the warpath now. What's your next move?
Breathe.
Actually commit murder this time.
That'll
Hopefully
be.
permanently this time.
Kill him properly this time. And
I
that's
assume
where
we're
we
not
will
gonna
end
end
our
up
session.
Woohoo!
Thank you for joining us tonight for another episode of City of Mist, no matter how much sidetracking we did, because it felt like a lot more than usual this episode.
It's just difficult coming back from a break, you know.
It kinda is, yeah.
Yeah, focus is always everywhere, and
Yeah.
I don't have any other excuses.
Anyway, we're gonna...
I was still feeling a little batshit.
Yeah, anyway, we're gonna fuck off to Patreon and do the after show. Where,
Which
you know,
you guys don't get to see unless you give us money.
money please! Yeah, there will be some stuff going up also on the Patreon. Also, a little bit of housekeeping. I am planning on doing potentially a solo stream later in the week. Wednesday or Friday of just me sitting down, doing some chill stuff, making something. And hopefully I'm planning on doing that as a regular thing. Both to help my productivity and creativity, and also if anybody wants to just chill out and sit next to me, because in about 10 minutes, Brian David Gilbert is going to start doing the exact same thing over in America, and I will shamelessly steal that man's ideas.
As you should.
So, yeah, because I've been really enjoying those streams. So I'll be doing that later in the week, either Wednesday or Friday, depending on how my schedule ends up. So, yeah, thank you all for joining us. We're going to head over to Patreon, and we'll be back next week. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye!
Remember to maintain eye contact.